Our journey started in 2013, where the ambition at that time was to put government in the hands of every citizen in the mobile. And this journey started by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid inviting high government officials to a high-level meeting. No one knew what exactly is going to be shared at that event. His Highness highlighted a vision, holding his phone and indicating that he wants the government to be at the tips of every citizen and visitor coming to the UAE. He wanted the government to be working 24/7, like the airlines. He wanted the government to be hospital, similar to all the hotels here, with high efficiency and welcoming to the digital era. It did not end there. He gave us all a deadline. And that was an interesting one for all the leaders. He gave us a specific deadline for everyone in the government to achieve, whereas we convene after that period to either celebrate for the achievement or celebrate for the farewell of the government officials. Thankfully, I'm here, and many of our colleagues made it, and we're very happy for that. And we moved on from there, and our journey moved on, and by 2018, the ambition was different. The ambition was to integrate services together, having them in a user journey from the user perspective, making their life simple and easy, being proactive as much as possible, requesting less data from the user, and availing those quality of service. Today, the landscape is completely different. We're moving from being a reactive government to be a proactive one, and of course, this is going to be at an accelerated pace with the help of AI. So the future is having a cognitive government, a government that is able to anticipate, able to think, able to support, with the human in the loop, which is an important principle that we have here in the UAE government. In the aviation, complexity means frustrated customers, frustrated travelers. And in the UAE, we believe the best government is a government that cannot be seen, an invisible government. We want citizens and visitors and travelers to stop doing government, and by that meaning running around different government entities, submitting documents and so forth, to actually enjoy their time availing services proactively. For that, we have 4 clear principles for the invisible government or the cognitive government. We use them interchangeably. One is having world-class connectivity. Here in the UAE, we've got the latest connectivity of broadband over your phone, 5G. We're also talking about 6G. We also have established our cloud, government cloud here in the UAE, connecting entities across federal and local to the secure network, and everything within a sovereign cloud. A second pillar, which is extremely important, is also having our own digital identity. In the UAE, we have our first digital identity, which is called UAE Pass, available for citizens, residents, as well as visitors. So I'd invite those that are visiting to download UAE Pass from the App Store or the Google Store and go through the process of getting yourself verified. We do also have a lot of services, government services, available for visitors here in the UAE. Third is our data national asset. We believe data is the engine, is the fuel for the future and for the AI. Having those registries, having those data sources identified across the various government entities is something that we've worked on over the course of the years. It was a painful journey, but we're here, and we're extremely proud to say that we've got data that has been shared across the government and as well as across the private sector with key principles there. Lastly, security. Security is at the core of anything we do. We work very closely with the UAE Security Council as well, putting in place the right mechanisms to ensure that the whole ecosystem at the UAE level is secure. This is our GovStack. We've not only ensured that we build a standardized approach, a foundation where we ensure that there are common services, common infrastructure that is built ground up from the infrastructure level, where we've got the connectivity, we've got the cloud, similar to the Microsoft cloud and the Amazon cloud. We've got our government's cloud, which works hand in hand with those private sector cloud here in the UAE, ensuring that we provide high-level technology that is seamless and that is available with the utmost availability here in the UAE. The strategy is simple. We try to centralize what can be centralized in terms of service. However, we allow decentralization of innovation. So every government entity is able to utilize the GovStack and innovate in providing their services. Something that we've achieved and we're extremely proud of is having our government cloud, which we call the federal network, achieving 100% connectivity across the UAE, whether on a federal level or the local level, and having a service level agreement of 99.9%, something that we're extremely proud of. This was the foundation of our digital transformation here in the UAE. Our UAE Pass, I'm really proud to say that we've crossed 11 million, maybe 12 million as we speak. This is our digital identity, having more than 15,000 services available, integrated, accessible via UAE Pass, whether on a federal level, local level, as well as the private sector. We've got the banking sector with us, we've got the insurance sector with us, the real estate, and so many others that utilize UAE Pass for services that at some moment in time, years ago, were not possible, such as opening up a bank account in seconds, buying a property, signing a document, official document, digitally, anywhere, at any time. When it comes to aviation, I'm sure many of you have experienced the Dubai airport and Abu Dhabi airport, where they utilized facial recognition in order to make that customer experience so seamless. And we're trying to push the boundaries to make that even better as we go forward. We believe AI is our co-pilot from reactive to proactive. Many of the international indices, such as the International Development Index of the ITU, has put the UAE at the leading front when it comes to digital adoption at the 96.7%. We believe we've crossed that. We've seen a lot of uptake in terms of utilization and in terms of usage of our services. Connectivity is 100% across the UAE. And we also believe that AI, if implemented at the right way, can reduce operational cost tremendously. Some examples, I believe Her Excellency Mariam Al-Hammadi a few minutes ago highlighted, having AI as part of the board members, having AI as an advisory or a member of the board, being able to provide strategic decisions to those members, always keeping human in the loop. So the final say is always with the government. When it comes to facilitating some of the things with the aviation, and perhaps this is something I wanted to share, the flying taxis is something that the UAE government is working on. In TEDRA, we work very closely with the civil aviation and our partners in terms of allowing for spectrums to be available, which are crucial for communication and autonomous driving here across the world. So this is something that we're working on, and some of those services will be launched very soon. Moving on from infrastructure, from services, having the right governance and the right regulations is important. We also, in the digital government, provide those guidelines and policies and laws, such as the API First policy, ensuring that government are able to exchange data securely with clear standards, looking across as well to partner with the private sector when it comes to some of the services to ensure that we innovate at a faster pace. And lastly, as my colleague mentioned a few minutes ago, we're here to share with our colleagues, with governments, our experience, the UAE experience, the UAE model, and the tools to be able to allow them, based on their priorities, move and shift according to how they see digital transformation applies in their own domain. With that, I'd like to thank you for having me here, and I'll be more than happy to connect now or after for more information across anything. Thank you so much.